Okay, so we have Ellie here who is being super, super nice to do a video. I'm just going through where she was before and then what's changed since she started. She's been 3 months with me now so far, and she's going into her fourth month with me. So we'll just start with saying a sentence or two about yourself for people watching.
So I'm Ellie. Hello. I'm from Dublin originally, but I'm living in Berlin at the moment. And I'm a manager at a cafe. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Perfect. And just tell us a little bit about kind of what you were doing before you started the coaching, what you were struggling with, and things like that.
So yeah, I've kind of been on this fitness journey probably since I was like 17, like doing kind of all those kind of hit circuits, and then like once I got the confidence, I went into the gym. I was doing like 4 days in the gym or something. I've tried carb cycling, IIFYM, like low fat, high fat. Like I've tried everything. And yeah, I just wasn't making much progress on my own, I suppose. Yeah, trying to think what else I was doing. I've tried it all. Whatever is out there, I've done it. Yeah, and I've bought ebooks for fitness and stuff, and then I kind of got into weight training more, kind of more 2 years ago now, because I hated hit work and cardio.
And tell us a little bit more about then what you found. Like, so you bought the guides, you tried all these things. What did you feel was actually missing that you never stuck to, never seen the progress?
It's definitely my nutrition. I was in this kind of, I kind of lied to myself, like I'd eat healthy, and then then I'd have like a binge, or I would eat all, like, I don't want to say junk food, but like I'd eat all this chocolate crisps and stuff, and just pretend that didn't happen. So I think that was like my big failing, and like I'd be very frustrated, like why is nothing working, when I knew why it wasn't working. um and I knew what I had to do, but I was just in this kind of denial of what was happening. And like I was really like a big emotional eater, so then I'd get stressed when I was stressed or down about like my progress in the gym. I just look to food, and I'd just go on a big binge, and then I'd wake up and do the exact same. So yeah.
And tell us then, so you were kind of in this bit of a cycle, you weren't making progress, you were trying loads of different things and going down different routes and then not seeing anything happen. So just tell us a little bit more about what impact that was having on you.
It was just this vicious circle of up and down. I'd go to the gym and I'd feel like super confident and like happy with where I was, and then I'd go home, and then maybe it'd be a little thing, like I'd try on some clothes, or I'd see a picture, and then I'd be like so unhappy with how I looked or how I felt. So then I'd turn to food, and then I'd be angry at myself. And then, it's just this constant like feeling good, and then feeling bad. So rewarding that with food. So I'm feeling worse. And then yeah, just and then yeah, I don't know, just even going out and being with people, you'd be sitting there and just feeling terrible about yourself, and then not wanting to get in pictures, or it would take me like an hour to leave the house if I was going out, because I'd try on something, not be happy, then just like my whole room would be covered in clothes because I just couldn't pick anything, even though like I probably looked fine, like, but you're just in your own head and you're like, oh, this fit better this time last year, and all this stuff. So yeah.
And then tell us then a little bit why then you actually came on board with us, and then what changed for you too.
Yeah, I think I just gone to the point where I was like, enough is enough. If and like I've been following you for, I think, must have been 3 or 4 years, like quite a long time at this point, and I'd always seen your stuff, and I was like, oh, I'd love to do that, but it was like this, like I was kind of nervous. I was like, I mean, also like financial reasons, I wasn't very financially stable, and then I can't remember. I think someone made a comment or something, um not meaning to be mean about it, but something about my weight, and I was like, obviously, like, enough is enough. If I want to be happy, I just need to take the leap and make this change, or else I'm going to be like 20 years on and look back on my life and be like, I wish I'd just done that for myself. I think that was like the main thing, is like, I'm doing this for myself. I deserve this. I deserve to be happy. So I was like, I'm just gonna jump and email. And it was also like, what, if I don't feel comfortable doing it in the end, I don't have to do it, but at least I've like taken my chance and I've put out the feelies for it and stuff. And yeah, I'm can't tell you how happy I am that I sent that email. Like, it's just like my happiness is like, obviously, in terms of I've made progress in the gym and all that stuff, but for me, it's more just like my confidence and my happiness is like skyrocketed, which is like the main thing for me. So yeah.
Absolutely, I definitely think it's a good point, but you deserve it because a lot of people don't feel
Yeah.
or feel guilty for it. So tell me a little bit more then. Actually, when you came on board, so that's why you did it. What has changed for you? Like, what has changed in terms of just training, nutrition, just even lifestyle overall? What has actually changed for you if you look back on it now?
Um. Yeah. So obviously, like I was saying about being more happy. I'm getting stronger. Like before, I wasn't pushing myself. I would reach a weight, like say for on squats or like leg press or anything, and it would be comfortable, and I just stay there, and I wouldn't then like go, okay, now go up a bit. But like with Sarah, it's like you're like, no, you could definitely be doing more, and then it's like, so yeah, I'm getting stronger. In my work life, I'm definitely more confident. Because obviously as a manager, you kind of have to lead by example, and people look to you to be like, oh, what are we doing? And then if you're there kind of like scared to take lead, it's just not going to look good. So in my work life, it's improved immensely. And then just like in my social life, I mean, not that I had like a drinking problem before, but I was definitely a binge drinker. And now, like, I was just drinking for the sake of drinking, but now I'm like, okay, I'll have one drink and I'll be happy. I don't want to drink anymore. So I think that's also why my like happiness has improved, because obviously alcohol is a depressant. I'm not saying like that's just my personal experience of alcohol. Um, I think I was definitely self-medicating with it. So, but now that I can, I have to track my alcohol. So it's I'm more aware of it, and that's really helped me. Um, And then yeah, I'm trying to think. So what else?
But tell
And
me
then
more about then the clothes side of things as well, because I actually even just last checking when I was looking at your check-in form, you mentioned with your clothes and how you feel in your clothes as well. So tell us a little bit more about that.
yeah, with my like what I'm wearing and my clothes stuff. Yeah, I mean now I put on an outfit and I leave. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't have my clothes. My room's not messy. I see an outfit, I put it on, and then I'm done. Like, and even when I'm going out shopping now, sometimes like I go around to some of like the flea markets here, and before I'd be like, I definitely won't fit into that. Like that's too small. And like obviously you can't try on clothes in flea markets, but now like I'll buy it and it will fit. And it might have fit all along, but I have the confidence in myself that it will fit now. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel much better with like I see an outfit, I put it on, and I'm like, yep, I'm rocking it.
Valid. And then just even looking at it back at that time frame, so you finally took the leap after like what 2 years at least, and following me,
Yeah.
finally took the leap. What actually looking back at like a short time frame of 3 months so far? How does it feel to look back at what you've achieved and what's changed for you?
Yeah, I just feel super proud of myself for like finally putting myself first and my happiness first, and I just seeing what I achieved, like when you can upload the photos and see your the progress and stuff. um yeah, I just feel super happy. I don't know, I was like, I don't really know how to put it into words. But for so long, for being like unhappy for so long, and then in 3 months just changing that, you're like, why did I waste so much time before when I could have been happy for 2 years? That way. But yeah, I feel like you have to kind of go on this journey to then get where you're at. It's all part of the thing. So
Absolutely. And then say if someone's in your position there where you were like, why did I not just do it sooner? Or, imagine if you had just kept going and spent like, and a lot of people do, you caught it early, you actually did something about it, like when you
Yeah.
enough is enough. But say people who maybe just keep letting it go on, or delay. What advice would you give to someone in that position?
Yeah, like just do it. Like I said, just put yourself first, put your happiness first, and send that email or like, send a message to Ashley or Sarah. Like they're not terrible people, they're not scary, they're so welcoming. Like my first call with Ashley, like I was so nervous and scared, and like literally like 5 minutes before the call I was about to be like, no, I can't do this. Like I'm really nervous at talking to people for the first time. But yeah, he was just so kind and like eased me into the questions. He wasn't like, like I for some reason I felt like I was going to be interviewed, but it was just like a chat with a mate. It was just like him being like, oh, but like, why do you feel like, what's your past history and all this? And it was just like a chat with a friend over how things are. It like I felt like I was being tested. That's what I thought it was going to be like. Like, oh, am I good enough to be accepted into this? But it wasn't like that at all. Like, so if you're nervous or scared, like there's nothing to be nervous about. And then if you're like questioning whether you should do it or not, like just do it. And like I said, take the jump. And then if it just doesn't work out, you can just be like, okay, maybe this isn't for me. But I think you need to take that leap before you even decide. So, yeah.
Absolutely, that's really good advice. So thank
Yeah.
you so much for doing this. You can wave.
Thank you.